Well, if no more misconnections, we're going to transition real quick to a segment I like to call It's a Gold Ball, Talkin' Tulpas.
It's a gold ball.
It's a gold ball.
It's a gold
It's
ball.
a gold ball.
It's a gold ball.
The ball, fuckers, is gold.
Look at that ball.
So I have a clip that I cut from part 14 for a good reason. The reason it was cut is because Tyler had seen up to part 16 at that point, and he took a moment to reference something later.
And hold on, the backwards stuff. So, like, yeah, Andy is in reverse in this scene.
Yeah.
Have we seen anybody else in forward motion
Besides Cooper.
in a lodge beside Cooper? Like, even, was it Windom Earle even in reverse?
He was reverse, yep.
I had this same thought when Diane went to the red room.
Oh, after she pops?
And she talks normally, and I couldn't remember if that was the only time.
Oh,
I mean,
and
too,
Dougie.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tulpas.
Yeah.
Right.
Tulpas,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right.
I guess it's because it's where they came from. Like, they're
That
kind of
makes sense.
unaffected by the gravity.
Yeah. Which brings me to my question. Is Cooper a tulpa?
Yes.
Hmm.
My best friend, Mel's,
From Damn Fine TV?
from Damn Fine TV.
Yes.
Did you said it was her that said that?
Oh, yeah. She's the Cooper theory from where, when he gets shot at
He
the end
gets
of part
shot.
1. Yeah, and is like in a coma. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then gets a tulpa
It's tulpified.
from then on.
Hmm. So then where is...
Don't worry about it. It's airtight. What was your question? Where is...
I was going to say, then where is Coma Coop at that point? If he's
Right.
if he's tulpified, then what happens to Shot Coop?
I don't know. I don't have answers. I just have questions.
It's a good question. Okay, so it's a good question because when you see Cooper in the Red Room for the first time, where he is speaking forwards,
But it is Laura Palmer.
and everyone else is talking backwards.
A Twin Peaks podcast.
Yeah.
Right? He's not actually there. It's a vision.
Right.
He's talking forwards in that instance. And
Well-
so that explains that. But
Yeah, in
he
the
is,
dream,
he is there
yeah.
in later iterations where
Right. Like at the end of season 2 and
Yeah.
in the return.
Mhm.
Yeah, he talks normal.
Does he? I feel like he goes a long time without talking
That's true.
at all.
he does.
I'd have to remember what he says.
Are you Laura Palmer?
He says, like, aren't you
Oh, yeah. Aren't you Laura Palmer?
Laura Palmer?
Because she repeats again, I feel like I know her, but sometimes my arm's been back.
Mhm.
While we're talking about that quick, one of my theories that I brought up many times in the last several episodes of ours about Carrie Page being a tulpa, this whole thing about if you speak forwards in the Red Room, you're a tulpa, this would maybe possibly discredit that theory because in the behind-the-scenes features on The Return, someone calls her Carrie Page.
Carrie Page.
Which is really interesting to me. Like, really interesting to me.
This is interesting. You brought this up to me, and I feel like
I'm just saying that would shoot my theory in the foot because she speaks backwards. And it makes sense for Carrie Page to say that, like I feel like I know her, but sometimes my arm's been back. That's not Laura Palmer in the Red Room.
because the script
Then
would
she
say who the
disappears.
character is, right?
Right.
Yeah, because then she screams and gets sucked out of the Black Lodge, similarly to how Laura does when she's taken away in the woods. Exact same scream in part 17. It's like exactly the same. You hear like the fluttering of the curtains.
Yeah.
And she screams and gets taken away.
Yikes.
Something's afoot.
So when did the when does the transition happen?
Right. Yeah, I know.
if Carrie Page is the like otherworld, Laura.
Also, not saying I agree with any of this. I'm just throwing it out there. Also, want to just say real quick, I'm going to throw it up on the screen in the edit.
Brain just broke.
Yeah. In part 18, I was bringing up like, I think the firemen sent a gold ball to Odessa, to that world, to Odessa, and that was Carrie Page. I was saying I thought that the gold ball was Carrie Page. In the shot when Cooper's walking to her house in the yard, there is a gold ball. And this broke me because I was so like transfixed on like, oh my God, he sent that ball to that world, and there's a damn gold ball in the yard. It's a gold ball.
It's a gold ball.
I did
See for yourselves.
I did go in on you pretty hard when you said that.
No, that's fine, and that's fine. I deserve a lot of it. Look,
there was no way you could predict the trajectory of that ball.
No, I know.
From that map we were looking at.
I'm just saying it wasn't
looks
going
like
up
it's going to
here.
Odessa. It looks like it's going to Earth in general.
No, it looks like it's going here, not here. But yes, listen, I've said a lot of outlandish things on the show. I've said a lot of ridiculous theories that I don't know why you guys didn't punch me in the face more often.
Tried.
I'm surprised myself.
Yeah. But this one, this one broke me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, so, but I mean, the gold ball in question, it's not like that's the bead. They just, like, as a prop, there's a gold soccer ball or something.
Yeah, it's
or
just like some sort
just like, or like
it
an
just
inflatable ball.
looks like a gold or a yellow. It's just a ball.
Yeah,
It's just in the yard. Also,
just symbolic.
of note, it is specifically, that's why I think it's on purpose, it's in the shadow of the number 6 pole. It's on the shadow. You see the shadow of that pole because you see it in the shot before, and the gold ball is literally on the shadow of that pole, which that pole, the giant, shows Andy in part 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows him the pole from Odessa. It's like he knows of Odessa. He knows this is a thing that's going to be happening.
I don't have anything.
You're just going to have to think, you're going to need to marinate on that for a little while.
I have nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing. Yeah.
Is Coop
A tulpa?
the only one to have ever spoken normally in the Red Room?
Dougie.
That's weird.
The tulpas, Dougie and
Oh, yeah.
Diane, because
Yeah,
Diane says,
yeah.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
And it's clear as day.
It's clear, so clear.
See, Windom didn't.
He was backwards.
He was backwards.
So was Annie and Caroline and all that end of season 2 stuff.
Oh! I meant to touch on that in the misconnections. Windom. We talked about him being a part of Boop, but I don't think that's true.
Ooh, great.
Because, as we know, if you enter the Black Lodge with imperfect courage, your soul is utterly annihilated.
Which Windham's is.
Yeah, he's gone.
Which means it wouldn't be with Cooper. Yeah.
So
it went
I-
up in flames.
Right. I think that Bob Cooper has Windham's stuff,
Bob Coop.
like he has his equipment, but I don't think he has that super criminal know-how. I think that's all just learned and experience and
Yeah.
from being
That's fine.
a very old spirit.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I wanted to walk it back that Windom is not a part of Boop. I think he was eaten and consumed as nourishment, and he is completely gone because he would have been utterly annihilated.
He's dead. I like that.
Yeah.
A whole lot. Yeah, I like the sprinkles of Windham. Is that a weird way to put it? In the return? Might be a weird way to put it.
Be on the
Sprinkles
lookout
of
for our new
Windom.
album, Sprinkles of Windom.
No, so the I don't know what you call it, the box that Boop uses in part 2 that looks like the
briefcase,
the
radio.
briefcases, yeah. And then there is in the room with the glass box by the couch, there's a bonsai tree. So I like the sprinkles of Windham in the return.
Bonsai! Damnation!
Oh yeah, there's just little breadcrumbs. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, don't
breadcrumbs,
forget
yeah.
that this did
Yeah,
happen.
this was a thing. Yeah.
and it was a big deal.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Yes.
Yeah, so is Cooper a Tulpa?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it could be possible.
Some days it's like when you start thinking about this stuff and it just, you get that headache. I, like I do. Sometimes I just like to go back to Tyler's Dale Cooper just went home to the Joneses at the beginning of part 18 and we're done. Like, we're good. This is it. And that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Did he get shot again ever? Like after the hotel room? Is he
Part 8.
Tricked you, fucker.
The doppelganger.
Yeah, but like
Shot by Ray.
the Cooper that we follow.
Oh, right.
Like Dougie doesn't get shot. Like Dougie Coop doesn't get shot.
No.
Cooper proper when he comes
Right.
back doesn't get shot. Because in theory, if he's a Tulpa, he would pop like a balloon.
No. He just gets stabbed by Windom in the Black Lodge. There. Before Bob shows up and is like, you can't do that.
Hey!
Don't you remember when Bob said that?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
The classic Bob line.
Get out of here. You can't do that.
with a finger waggle.
No.
Windom, I told you.
Yeah.
How many times tell you get out of my kitchen?
How many times have I told you?
This is
What we do. This is what we do in the Black Lodge.
He does get stabbed by Windom in the Black Lodge.
Yeah. Same spot.
In the return?
No, at the end of part 2. Or
Okay.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has Coop been attacked by the Lodge so many times that he has just like antibodies?
That's
Is
what
almost immune?
that's why I feel like, he has some sort of,
Antilogies.
he's almost like a spirit himself. He just can, he's supernatural.
Kind of exists in both worlds.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Going back quick, just want to touch on it before I forget it. I've said it before, and we're not going to get anywhere with it because nobody has answers.
Try me.
Told you Philip Gerard is one of the most confusing things to me in the return, because why is he not credited as Mike? Because I brought up before, I was like, did Philip Gerard just wander in the woods and end up in Glastonbury Grove? And this is just what he does now.
No.
Going back to part 17, when Cooper unlocks the door and heads with Mike to go see Philip Jeffries, Mike doesn't talk backwards. Or Philip Gerard. I don't even know what I'm saying. Philip Gerard doesn't talk backwards when he recites his poem again. It's just normal. It's just fine. And they're technically in the other realm.
Fire, walk with me.
I don't get it.
Maybe
I don't get it.
Maybe Mike talks backwards and Philip Gerard does.
Maybe, but he's credited
not.
as Philip Gerard through the whole thing.
Maybe it has to do with
It's just like, why don't you just credit
like
him as Mike?
which time it is you're in the Red Room. Like the first time you go in, like evens and odds.
Just like reverses polarity.
Yeah, the first time you talk backwards. If you go back a second time, you're fine. And we're just catching most of these people on their odds.
Yeah.
The odd times when they're all talking backwards. A Twin Peaks podcast.
Step out into the world, you're still talking backwards. Whoop, gotta pop back in.
It would have been
reset.
funny if he like started the poem like just got a few words in and then just like was like, whoa, whoops, and then is backwards like talking.
The pits of despair.
In the darkness. Oh,
Don't even think
here
about
in
talking.
the.
Who knows?
Who knows about Mike, man? If you know about Mike, reach out to me. I need to know. I don't. It bugs me.
Donna!
Oh,
Whoa.
Mike.
No.
No. Anything else about Tulpas while we're here?
I mean, honestly, I don't know enough about the function and rules of Tulpa life.
Right.
Like
It's already confusing because you have the Dougie Jones like Tulpa who apparently doesn't contain the memories of Dale Cooper, and you have the Diane Tulpa who remembers everything about Diane.
Yeah.
So it's already confusing when you look at it like that.
Like if in this series, if you want to fool me with a Tulpa, you'll get me. They got me.
You heard it here first.
Jesse Holcomb is a Tulpa of Sam Colby.
That's fine. That could be true.
It's not.
Maybe.
I would buy it.
Possibly.
Because if they revealed that, if they started another season and revealed that,
Right.
I'd get, you got me.
Got him.
Yeah. I don't have anything with that. Did we ever say, or did I ever say, that I felt like in Fire Walk with Me when Cooper looks into Diane's office and says, "You did something different with your hair"?
You did.
That was the moment she was the Tulpa?
don't know if you said Tulpa, but you said it was the first time she got that haircut.
I think
she uses.
I think
whatever we
she
see,
I think
that we
she
know.
had that haircut, but I think it turned from red to white. And so when he saw her, he was like, "You did something different with your hair." It was because it was white because she was now a Tulpa.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
When
I think
was
I've thought about that
she
before. So you don't see her. it's-
redhead?
or we could assume
Previously?
originally, because when we see her redhead is in part 8 or part 17 or part 17,
17, yeah.
after Nido reveals herself as Diane, she has red hair.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And all through 18, she has red hair.
But Dougie didn't have white hair.
But he had weird hair.
He had chops. No, that
Maybe
was,
that's the difference. You have to have to contain all the memories of your yourself.
you have to keep the
you have
pigment.
to you got to keep that hair.
actually
But if you change the hair and make it all make it Dougie Jones like,
Dougie.
you ain't gonna remember nothing.
Dougie proper had a lightish blonde hair. It was only until like that weird coupe merge
Mm-hmm.
when he did not have that hair.
Kind
right?
of
The,
brown,
like,
kind of
highlights.
brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, it was different for sure.
And it's when Coop goes through the electrical outlet, right?
Yeah, it really just stands out
Mhm.
from that mustard
And
colored
that-
jacket.
That is when it's like Coop's hair,
Right.
because his hair is definitely different as Dougie.
Right.
Yeah, because when he
As
comes
OG
in,
Doug's.
when he comes in flat on his back, he has like prim, proper.
Yeah,
Dale
Cooper
Cooper.
FBI
no
hair.
chops,
Yeah.
No chops. Yeah.
darker hair.
Yeah.
So
No gut.
lighter hair. We'll just say lighter hair. Tulpa has lighter hair.
The lighter the hair, the more Tulpa you are.
That's right. Leland, full Tulpa. Full Tulpa.
Then went full
on
Tulpa.
Tulpa.
You'd never go full Tulpa.
Woo. Farting in bathtubs, laughing your ass off.
That is, it's a gold ball talking Tulpas.
Tulpa, Tulpa, Tulpa.
It's a gold ball.
That's it. That's all we needed.
That's it.
Yes. Bye. 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 Bye.